Ladies and gentlemen, Big Blue Knight 589 here. We are on our way to a cinema down by my house, where I live, to go see Batman v Superman. I'm very excited to see this movie. I have a friend going to go see it with me, so I'm not going to see it alone. So I'm going to geek out. I'm not going to be like in the theater going, "Oh my God, Batman just said ah," and then people are like, "That guy's a fucking weirdo." I used to have a friend going with me to go see it, so I'm very excited to see this movie. I have my GoPro with me for the purpose of the fact that I want to do a movie review as a trial period and see if I get any views off of this this video here that I'm doing. If you guys like this video, please let me know, because I'll do more of them. I'm trying to get as many video types in my channel, because my channel is a variety channel. First thoughts off the movie for Batman v Superman before even seeing it. Ben Affleck as Bruce Wayne and Batman throws me for kind of a loop. I never was a fan of Man of Steel. I thought that movie really stunk on ice. But then again, people rave that's the best Superman movie out there that was made. Mark Zingenberg, or I can't remember his name, and I'm gonna really fudge it up as much as possible with saying his name. But Mark, the guy who plays Lex Luthor, he may be one of my favorite people as an actor, but I don't know him as Lex Luthor. So first thoughts right off the back, I'm a 50-50 with this movie. But being a Batman fan, you know, I'm not that I'm supporting anything, I have to go see it. I have to judge it from a standpoint of watching a movie from a geek perspective, and then a perspective of not knowing shit about Batman. So the review is going to reflect off of that. Hopefully I'm not going to do any kind of reviews with a spoiler in it. If there is a spoiler, I will say it in the beginning. Don't watch the video. But let's get to it. Alright, so we're back from the theater. This is my buddy Jeff over here. It's not a wide angle, so let's see the whole side. Yeah. We just got done with Batman v Superman. First impression, the first couple of scenes of the movie were beautiful. It hit right to the comic book storyline of everything, of Bruce Wayne, and as you imagine, every Batman movie has one of these scenes. And by me telling you this, it's not going to be a spoiler for you, but there is a Martha and Thomas Wayne death scene, because every Batman movie has to have one. But they hit that right to the key on the comic book, so it was perfect. Or even to the necklace falling apart with the gunshot. The movie itself, I feel like it kind of jumped around to different scenes too much. I mean, do you feel like that was probably one of the things?
It was a little mishmash. It was a storyline. I mean, it was more action. Obviously, it's an action movie.
Yeah.
It was a little jumpy at times.
I feel like there's a lot of scenes that were unnecessary for the movie, like that really didn't need to be seen, but at some points it made sense. The relationship between Lois Lane and Clark Kent really was perfect on that aspect, because it takes place like right after Man of Steel, where Superman basically is unsure of himself. He's unsure if you know what he's doing on Earth is, you know, in a way good, because everyone's doubted him, and Lois Lane doesn't know if she can have that relationship with Superman and Clark Kent. So I feel like that was really on key with this way, especially when they did that. It's I want to say it's close to the comic books, but then again, I don't read a lot of Superman comic books. I know the comic book series on animated one.
I used to.
Yeah. Ben Affleck as Batman. That was the big one. Would I say he was better than Christian Bale? No. Would I say he was darker than Christian Bale?
Definitely.
Definitely darker. Yeah, I think he took a very dark role in that one. Every part of that movie is like it was the Dark Knight. It wasn't.
He's a little more brutal.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want to give too much away, but he's more. He kind of gave up that not killing anymore.
Well, I mean, to me, almost the fighting style he had was, and what I think you said it best. Like someone said it, it's just like Arkham series. I think. Okay, maybe someone else said that. I must have read it in one of the reviews I had. If you ever played the Arkham series, or Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, and Arkham Knight, it felt like it was more Arkham style fighting. Like
it was like a video game.
Yeah.
The fight scenes.
The way he was using his grappling hook to pull things in, and the way he came from the ground in some scenes and to fight people, really felt like he was the Dark Knight in the Arkham series. There was a lot of Easter eggs. You had to open your eyes to the most of them, but some of the most common ones are seen in the trailers, especially the one where he's in his Batcave, and you see the Robin suit where it said "ha ha ha, joke's on you," which I'm assuming, and don't take my word for it, I'm assuming that's relating down to Jason Todd. Yep, because there's a scene in one of in the movie. I'm not gonna ruin it for you. That kind of makes my point proving that might have been Jason Todd. The only thing I had that's in my head that's completely against that movie is Doomsday. You saw it in the trailer. Again, not ruining any spoilers for that. Doomsday was not created from General Zod. Doomsday came from another planet to basically fight Superman.
You're doing spoilers now.
Well, that's a comic book, so.
Right.
Yeah. But the Doomsday was showed in the trailer.
Right. But
yeah.
You're saying how it was created.
Oh well, I think that was in the trailer too. But either way,
figure it out.
Doomsday was not like that. There's no way. I didn't. In my opinion, the way I can describe it, I wasn't aware Abomination was in DC too. And if you guys are Marvel fans, you know exactly where I'm going.
There were some plot holes in that. It's like how they had Wonder Woman in the movie.
She just came out of nowhere.
She was looking for a picture or something. She was, like I said, I don't want to give too much away, but
they could have played her part better.
Why was she in the movie?
Yeah,
it's kind of, they're trying to tie it in with the new Justice League that's going to come out, but there's really no reason for her to be in the movie.
And that's one of the other plot holes I have problem too. It's like she was just like put in there, like there was no point for her there at all, except for like
it was like she was put in like it was a last minute add to the script.
Yep.
It's like let's throw her in here, not really give any good explanation why she's in the movie, but she's looking for something.
One of the scenes that bothered me though was, and it had to do and it was in the trailer too, was when Bruce Wayne is running in a fucking cloud of a building falling down.
It's like 9/11. It was exactly like 9/11.
Yeah. He sees people running. Yeah, people running aside. He's like, well, where I go? Like, okay.
People are running away, and he's running into it.
I mean, I understand you're the Dark Knight, and you fear no. You basically. Oh, I'm going back to Daredevil now. I fear no evil. Ben Affleck. Anyways, it just makes no sense why he would just run into that. But then again, like I said, it's multiple universes with DC. They can change it around to make it to their own way. If I had to rate the movie itself, I kind of would have to agree with what I said, what the IGN said. IGN gave it, I think it was a 6.8 out of 10, which isn't a horrible rating, but it's a good rating though. I agree with that because I think the plot pieces that are missing, like Wonder Woman, why is she there? Like, what was the point of that?
The movie was like a combination of several storylines from different. There was, the death of Superman. There was,
yep,
Dark Knight Returns. The death of Superman comic. Did they have Wonder Woman in it?
I don't remember, but I remember in the Death in Superman comic, he actually cloned himself, and he was in like what I call like a chamber to keep him alive to bring him back to health.
But there were some things I didn't understand, like that one scene with the computer.
Yeah.
You'll see it, but
I could have done without that. Just a clip of him in and out.
But he's on his computer and he's decoding, breaking the code for that thing he took from Lex.
Yeah.
And then there's this one scene, I don't know if he's dreaming, I don't know if it's something that actually came off the computer itself, and as soon as that scene is done, you're like,
what the hell is that?
Just happened?
Yeah. I talked about that one actually after the camera's done, because I have a thought for that. Which brings us to my...
made no sense.
What kind of...
Who the hell is that to begin with? I mean, I had no idea who that was, and or what it was. And then another thing I had a problem with was, I mean, I'm kind of glad it happened, but the way it happened, when they're fighting each other, when the climactic battle that this whole thing's leading to, that Batman wants to take out Superman, and they're going at it and everything, and then at the very end of the fight, it changes, and within 5 minutes, they're best friends.
Yeah. It's just too much.
I think I could have done. It was like, over that, really?
I honestly got to say, the one surprising factor for me was Lex Luthor. I don't know if you feel the same way, but I think Lex Luthor, it's a building character. I think his characteristics, his attitude, and how he's acting in the movie is going to lead to what Lex Luthor is in the future.
I don't like Jesse Eisenberg as an actor, period. I just think he's a douchebag of a person. And I've seen his interviews with other people, and he's full of himself, and he likes talking down to other people. So I don't really like him as an actor. It's certainly a different Lex Luthor than Gene Hackman or Kevin Spacey.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, he's not exactly playing the Lex Luthor. He's playing, spoiler alert, he's playing his son. Like Lexi Jr. But and he definitely brings a different Lex to the screen.
Different attitude.
I can't think of the word. He's off. He's very off.
It's like you don't know who he is, basically. In that
neurotic.
Yeah.
And that scene he was giving the speech at his party, he just like totally went off, and there's like doesn't explain why, unless he's there and he's not. He's like bipolar or something. One minute he's calm, the next he's
jumping around,
goes off in a tangent.
Yeah.
And then he goes back to being calm again.
Overall, I think the movie was worth it though. It for being a Batman and Superman fan, more of Batman than Superman, I think Ben Affleck as Bruce Wayne, a Batman, is worth it. Do I still like Man of Steel? No. I think Man of Steel is not really a good Superman movie, but
it's better than the last one.
This is true. It is better than the last one.
Superman Returns.
Would I look forward to Justice League? Yes, if it kept the same tone, which I've read online, it's not going to keep the same tone as this one. I'm not ready for a happy-go-lucky Justice League.
Well, the title itself, Dawn of Justice, pretty much gives you a clue as to what the ending is. It's exactly what the title says. It's the Dawn of the Justice League, or Dawn of Justice, and there's other things in there that pretty much tell you who's going to be in the Justice League.
Yep. And they're only missing one character out of there, which when you see the movie, you know who I'm talking about. overall, that's pretty much my whole mine and my buddy Jeff's. I hope.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Well, that one that I asked you the symbol for, he wasn't really in Justice League anyway. He was more of a Teen Titan kind of thing.
Yep. Well, I think what they're doing is they're building him into Justice League, because later he does show up to be part of the prime members of Justice League.
Yeah.
Spoiler, if you guys know what we're talking about. So that was our kind of overview of Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice.
Ben Affleck was decent as Batman. I know the whole thing with Batman, and like when they first hired Michael Keaton to be Batman, everybody was like, what? You know, Keaton can't be Batman. And then the same thing with Daniel Craig as James Bond. You know, people thought that he was going to totally bomb out on that, but he turned out to be some of the most popular James Bond movies that there are. I mean, total box office smashes. So Ben Affleck wasn't that bad as Batman.
It kind of makes me wonder how big of a role he's going to have in Suicide Squad now. That's the next one to look forward to, I think. It's Harley Quinn. You know how much I love Harley Quinn. All right, I'm digressing. I'm moving away from
one scene in the trailer where she smashes in. She's, you know, that was a good scene in the trailer. I like that. Kodak moment.
Yeah, pretty much. So that was our view on Batman v Superman. It's my buddy Jeff. This is Big Benoit 589. Be me signing off.